Dear students, I am your social teacher, MVM School, Yelahanka, Newton. Children, today's lesson Human Rights. Lesson overview Meaning and importance of human rights, types of human rights, right to employment, child rights, the Child Labor Prohibition Act of 1986. Major employments which are prohibited under child labor system. Protection of human rights. This is the lesson overview. So already we know that. So first lesson civics. So what is rights and what are the fundamental rights? What are the responsibility of the fundamental rights? You know that. So in rights are legal, social or ethical principles of freedom are essential or entitlement, that is rights are the fundamental normative rules about what is allowed of people or owed to people according to some legal system or social convention or ethical theory. So this is human rights. So already we know that how many fundamental rights, six fundamental rights is there. So this is the continue the lesson meaning and importance of the human rights. The human rights are the opportunities provided an individual to live a life of dignity and have space to evolve as individuals. Children, before our society cannot give the rights to the people, especially lower category people, untouchables. So, cannot give the opportunity. That's why our UNO can establish a Human Rights Commission. This opportunity is provided for an individual to live with equal opportunity in the front of government or law can distribute equal opportunity. Freedom to express with dignity is called human rights. Freely expressed. There is no condition, restriction. Freely own expression can express. This all human beings are eligible for independent living and they can never restrict it for any reason. So you cannot enter to the temple, cannot have food. So there is no restricted. The human right concept evolved along with the reason. Human rights concept evolved along with the human rights are necessary for human being to live as a full individual. To lead a life of dignity is a basic right. There is no discrimination. Moreover, the human rights are non-discriminatory. Got the children? So this is non-discriminatory. Before our society, many discrimination, color discrimination, caste discrimination, gender discrimination, many discrimination is there. But Human Rights Commission declared human rights are non-discriminatory. Can understand children? The human rights gained importance along with the increase in democratic governments of the world. Many countries of the world included the fundamental rights. Already first lesson we know that six fundamental rights. Our constitution, the 14 to 36 articles says that all the fundamental rights. In order to protect human rights with this development, the citizens got an opportunity to experience fundamental rights. Later, due to two world wars, the human rights were violated and the exploitation of socio-economic and political reasons become more. We know that first world war, second world war, lot of discrimination one countries to other country. This made the governments of from standardized yardstick to provide a life of dignity to their citizens. So can eradication of the discrimination. As a result of this process, the General Assembly of the United Nations Organization UNO accepted the human rights that were prepared by experts, many experts all the countries expert can prepare the one filed on December 10, 1948. So can celebrated every year December 10, Human Rights Day. Human Rights Day. How many types of human rights? Already we know that six type of fundamental rights. So types of human rights. The human rights approved by the UNO accept that human beings are born free with dignity to live irrespective of race, caste, religion, language, color of the skin and others. No discrimination can be made on these issues. No one interfere. So upper caste, lower caste, ruler, there is no discrimination. There should be a feeling of fraternity in one. Understand, children? No human beings can appoint another human being as his slave. So before bonded labor system is there. Now that is eradicated. That's why Human Rights Commission can declare no one appointed as a slave. No one can be subjected to inhuman punishment and torture before can give the punishment and exploitation to slave. That's why can declare. No one has the liberty of arrest, imprison and deport another person. So government many rules and regulation is there. Children, every individual has a right to have his opinion. Yes, we also express our opinion freely. There is no restriction. And the freedom of expression. All individual have the right to have rationality. Rationality can express consciousness and religious freedom. One has the right to change his religion in accordance to his faith. All have the right to meet peacefully and create associations. No one can force others to join the associations. So caste related or anyone cannot force it freely, can give the interest. So that's why you are joined any association. Otherwise no one person forced. All have the right to participate in the government of their land either directly or indirectly. So this is the many types of government human rights is there. But so first one, right to employment. Everyone has right to have equal pay before many discrimination, gender based pay. So male highest salary, female lowest salary. That's why right to employment, everyone has the right to have equal pay, male or female, women or men, duration of works, paid leave and rest equally, and also have right for food, shelter, clothes, health, protection and necessary social service. All have the right for free and compulsory primary education. Compulsory. Any caste, there is no discrimination. So job opportunity also equal. So next another one, rights, child rights. The child rights are included under the human rights. All children need certain facilities naturally. So someone by birth, someone facilities is there. Every child has the right to spend its childhood with its parents. Already we know that is the responsibility. Human duties, that is a parent's duties, 11th fundamental duty, you know that. So facility naturally, and every child has right to spend its childhood with its parents. Parents also that is a responsibility, can give all the facilities and have physical protection, food, education and health facility as its right. The children have the right to have civic rights without any discrimination based on physical disabilities, religion, race, colors of the skin and sex, Indian Constitution has mandated compulsory and free education for children below the age of 14. Already you know that RTE, that is a right to compulsory education. In 2009 only can started a situation where children stay out of school and engage in labor is a violation of child rights. So, child labor is a violation of human rights. Whether the labor is paid or unpaid, it becomes child labor. Under 14-year children can do the work in any field, mining or industry. So, can call it child labor. So, that is prohibited in 1986 only. So, next topic, the Child Labor Prohibition Act in 1986. According to this act, child below the age of 14 years cannot be employed in any kind of laborer. Any kind of means mining, industry, construction, anywhere. Any person who has such children for labor is liable for imprisonment and 50,000 of compulsory 50,000 of fine also is there, and imprisonment also is there. One year and fine are both. Anyone person can adapted can give the children's to job. So fine also is there, and imprisonment also is there. 2 year imprisonment government can announce it at the act of 1986. Children, so major employment with prohibition of 1986 child laborer act. So next, major employments which are prohibited under child labor system. Works and civil works related to railways, automobiles, workshops and garages, looms, mining centers, units dealing hazardous of chemicals and explosive, hotel and bars, entertainment places, circus, glass making units, beedi making, polish works, carpet weaving, and units that produce cement, gums, paint, matches, boxes, crackers, soaps, lead, mercury, tyre, and insecticides. It is a punishable crime to use children in these units of production. So, before many children can do the work in very dangerous mining centers, industries can do. That's why our government Child Prohibition Act can introduce it. Children, next point, prohibition of human rights. The human rights, women rights, and child rights are the crucial for healthy human life. Since human rights are violated, often measures are needed to protect them. International Human Rights Commission at international level, National Human Commission in national level, State Commission in state level are monitoring the human rights violation and protecting them. You go to 8th standard lesson, as it is same lesson is there, so can explain detailedly. So International Human Rights Commission, when was started, how many members is there, all the details. So in untouchable or lower category people related human rights, many acts is there, so can learn in 8th standard children. As a complement to this, healthy environment is needed for all to lead a good life. Only healthy natural environment can ensure food, water, shelter, health of all the people, all the citizens can give equal opportunity. Hence, the UNO declared that the protection of environment, it also a human rights, can give protection. In the year 2012, it is the duty of the government. So that is the responsibility of the government to implement this right effectively. So children, thank you for have a nice day. So activity only in PDF form, notes with notes. Thank you.